Hi and welcome to Budapest-Keleti, where we begin today's journey aboard OBB's Railjet business class to Vienna. I'll take you on a tour of this magnificent station, showcase the entire train, show the nice scenery and explore some of the technological and historical aspects of the train and the journey. It's a comfortable and fantastic trip that I invite you to experience with me. Come along! The entrance to the subway, located directly in front of us, is the most modern feature of this 140-year-old station. Budapest-Keleti was inaugurated on August 16, 1884, as one of the most advanced stations in Europe. Originally named Budapest Central Station, in 1892 it was renamed Budapest-Keleti, which translates to Budapest Eastern. Over the years, the station has undergone numerous modernizations, upgrades and renovations, resulting in the clean appearance we see today. In terms of services, it offers both commuter and long-distance trains to various destinations across Hungary, including the peculiar circular intercity Tokaj, from here to Budapest-Nyugati in 6 hours and 15 minutes via Tokaj and Debrecen. Additionally, international trains depart to Romania, Croatia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Switzerland, Ukraine, Germany and Austria. There are several shops, eateries, ticket and information offices, but most important for right now, the premium class lounge. It's comfortable and provides a relaxing space for first and business class passengers to wait for their trains. There are a few drinks and snacks available, from which I choose this little snack. Further, and an added reason to visit this lounge, the attendants are lovely and offer a splendid service.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Even though my train is parked right in front of the door, I walk to the front of the train and then back, talking a bit about the Taurus locomotives and the Siemens Voyager Comfort cars. The locomotive hauling us today is one of OBB's Class 1116, a Siemens ES64U2. Alongside its visually similar counterpart, the Class 1016, both are referred to as Taurus by OBB. The difference between the two locomotive classes is that Class 1116s can operate under both 25 kV and 15 kV alternating current, while Class 1016s solely under 15 kV. As a result, Class 1116s are required for services to and from Hungary. As for the cars, Siemens developed them in response to OBB's requirements for a push-pull train set. In the year 2000, OBB introduced the Taurus locomotives. Shortly thereafter, they decided to enhance their daily services with the Railjet project, leading to the need for loco-hold push-pull train sets. A tender was issued and Siemens submitted their proposal with the Siemens Voyager Comfort cars, ultimately winning the order for a total of 469 cars, equivalent to 67 7-car train sets. Today, we will be traveling to Vienna on one of these cars. Designed to match the Taurus locomotives, they are authorized to operate at speeds of up to 230 km per hour. Arguably, these are some of the most comfortable passenger cars currently available in Europe. Outside of the old continent, the American Siemens Venture cars are based on the Siemens Voyager Comfort design. Some of these cars are already in service in the United States with Brightline, and many more are being constructed under orders from various states for their state-supported services operated by Amtrak. Additionally, Via Rail in Canada has several Venture cars on order as well. With all this talk, we reached the last door of the consist, the one giving access to business class, so let's board and find out what's inside. It's a classic Railjet business class car. Later in the video, I will show the entire train and its various features. For now, here's my seat just before departure at 9:44 with a 4-minute delay. Goodbye, Keleti. See you soon. As usual upon departure, let's check the map for today's trip. After passing Ferencváros, we cross the Danube, which is the second largest river in Europe, and crosses Hungary on its 2,850 km journey from Germany to the Black Sea. Our first stop is Budapest-Kelenfold, the fourth busiest railway station in the city, serving international, intercity and local trains. The original building, constructed in 1884, is currently undergoing renovations to become part of the Hungarian Technical and Transportation Museum, which houses one of the finest transport collections in Europe. This section will focus primarily on rail transport. Back inside the train, let me offer you a tour of my very comfortable seat. About 30 minutes after departure, finally my welcome drink arrives. I chose an orange juice, which came in its bottle, only with a napkin. And no glass. In business class. Due to a speed restriction earlier, we arrive in Tatabanya, approximately 70 kilometers from Budapest-Keleti, with a delay of 8 minutes. Tatabanya is a former coal mining city with nearly 65,000 inhabitants. One of its most notable features is the Turul Monument, which is the largest bird sculpture in Central Europe. Since the Wi-Fi isn't working on this car, I stick myself to enjoying the views of the Danube through the window. The screens throughout the train are already announcing the upcoming stop in Gyor and its connections. In fact, Gyor is just ahead. The passage through Gyor signals that we are about to arrive in the city. Gyor is a major junction in the Hungarian railway network. It's the meeting point of lines from Budapest, Vienna, Sopron, Sheldon and Veszprém. In last week's video, I showed a trip that included the line from Sheldon to Gyor. The city is the main urban center of northwest Hungary and is home to an Audi factory where several Audi models and engines for Audis and various Volkswagen Group brands are manufactured. The city has a population of approximately 128,000 inhabitants and makes for a pleasant day trip from either Vienna or Budapest, offering various sights to enjoy. After leaving Gyor, it's a good time to take a walk around the train and showcase its various accommodations and amenities. On the way back to my seat, I stop at the cafeteria, and since this is an Austrian train, nothing is more appropriate than a strudel. With a coffee, of course, all while enjoying the passing scenery. Our last stop in Hungary is the border station of Hegyeshalom, 185 kilometers from Budapest. On the adjacent track, a Class 840 from the Slovak Railways waits for the connection with our train before departing to Bratislava. During the Cold War, this region was a point of contact between East and West, making it a heavily guarded area with a strict border. Today, only a brief stop is needed to cross from Hungary to Austria. Hegyeshalom itself is a small village with less than 4,000 inhabitants. And just like that, we are in Austria, passing non-stop through the first station on this side of the border. The first signs of Vienna appear as we pass through one of the major freight yards in the Austrian capital. The screen confirms that we are indeed approaching Vienna Central Station, as does the passage through the Autoheiszug Halt, which serves for passengers who transport their cars on the train. As we arrive at Vienna Hauptbahnhof, let me share the cost of my trip. I paid 20,060 Hungarian forint for a ticket purchased 1 week before traveling, which seems like a fantastic price, doesn't it? Please bear with me a little longer while I disembark and share my impressions of the trip, as I walk along the train for a final look at the consist and the Taurus locomotive. Starting a trip from Budapest-Keleti is always a pleasure for me. The station, the lounge and the attendants all together create a very positive atmosphere every time I pass through. As for the train, the car and the business class seats are extremely comfortable, making them perfect for long daytime journeys. However, the service could use some improvement. In business class, I believe more should be offered. It's a premium product and should be treated as such. In addition to the welcome drink that should be served in a glass, the in-seat service should be more present and attentive. The hardware of the train is excellent, but the service has room for improvement. Overall, I enjoyed this trip and would do it again in a heartbeat. In the coming month, I plan to compare this route with Railjet and also experience Railjet's second-generation cars from Vienna to Munich here on the channel. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment below and share it with your friends. This is the best way to support the channel, allowing it to grow and showcase many more videos featuring different trains along with a bit of history and technology. Thank you and I look forward to seeing you next week.